Alright. Oh, nope, that's a dead end. Did not want to go that way. I thought I had this memorized. Alright, now we want to go west. Go west, young man. And this will take us pretty much where we need to go. Alright, and it is right down here. And now you've got this circular moat, basically, around the, have we fought tarantulas before? I think we have. I don't remember. But we've got this circular moat around Mount Golg that we gotta deal with, because Mount Golg is a volcano. And I'll take this opportunity to flip forward in my guide. Yes, I am using a guide for this game, but really only to make sure I get, like, all the loot I can. So, you know, I'm not looking at boss strategies. I pretty much got most of those down pat. I've literally played this game half a dozen times in the last 2 years. I do not really know why, but I just can't get this game out of my head. Maybe by finally doing a proper Let's Play of it, I can do that. Now, I did try to Let's Play this game about a year ago, I want to say, but it just didn't quite click with me then. But it's doing all right now. So we've got a new type of tile here. We've got lava tiles, or I guess technically it would be magma, but the game calls them lava tiles. And what they do is they damage you when you walk across them, but not when you're standing on them, which is odd. If it was real lava, you would be dead by now. But they damage you while you walk across them. But there are also no random encounters while you're walking across them. So it's kind of a give and take, where I don't know if we fought the Hyenodon yet. It's kind of a give and take where you are, you don't have to fight, but you do still take damage regardless. Now, granted, it's not too much damage. It's only like a couple points of damage, I think. I'm not entirely sure how much, but I think it's like a couple points of damage per step, or per flash or whatever. But it's not too bad usually. But what's kind of neat about this dungeon is a lot of the loot is kind of off the beaten path. So you see this here, we've got a long hallway to the left. The stairs to the next floor are directly at the end of this hallway. We could just rush straight there if we want. However, there is a maze up here with a whole bunch of loot. And it would have actually been more efficient to take the next entrance up here, because there's like multiple entrances. But either way, I think we'll be fine. We do have to deal with encounter points, though, against fire elementals. And like most enemies in this dungeon, because it's a fire-based dungeon, they are actually weak to, let's go ahead and top off a Healer. They're actually weak to ice-type magic. You know, Blizzard, Blizzara, Blizzaga, which we don't have yet. I don't think we can actually get that until much later anyways, because I think that's the level 7 elemental spell. So there we go. Get a Healer, and that doesn't quite fill us all the way out. Jill's is still a little bit low, but everybody else is like pretty damn close. There we go. Got a Mithril Helm. And we'll... Oh, he can't equip that? What other helmet can he equip? I don't remember. Jill apparently can't... I really only have one leather cap. Why do I only have one leather cap? Why don't I have, like, all leather caps by now? Ah. Excuse me. Anyways, we got a Fire Hydra. And these guys are appropriately weak to ice-type magic as well. But they're also kind of weak, so... Alright. Got another bit of loot here by another encounter point with more fire elementals. Do a Blizzara, and that should wipe everybody out this turn or the next. There we go. Pretty simple. Got some more gills. So there's the second entrance. That's the one I should have come in by. And... I could have gone the other way. Alright. Next one is we want to go to the left. Ooh, Ankegs. Not sure if we've fought these yet, but these guys can be a bit annoying. I think they're weak to fire, which is odd that they live in a volcano and are weak to fire, but let's go ahead and use a Healer and fire off a Fire. Actually, don't I have Fire God? I should use that. Oh well. But they do go down fairly easy, but they can poison you as well, so you gotta be careful. Yeah, they're not always the best. There we go. One more round should do it. Maybe. Nope, that does it. Okay. Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Yes, I do have an antidote. I wasn't sure whether or not I did. Alright. Now we want to go down here. There we go. And what is our reward for facing off against a fire elemental? A great sword. Yeah, I cut that fight out. There just wasn't much point really to showing it. So anyways, now that we've done that, now we want to go around this way. And I think around to the back. Yes. 4150. Okay. Now we want to go over here and down this way. There we go. Now, one of these has an encounter point. I don't remember which one. I think it's this one. Yep. I should have gone around. Could have gone around. Oh, well. We have a couple fire elementals to deal with. It's not too bad. We'll go ahead and fire off a Healer and a Blizzara as well. And that will get us pretty damn close. Everybody's topped off except for Jill, and now Jack and Candle have taken a couple hits, but that's not too bad. That's one fire elemental down, and 2 down. All right. I got that great sword. Did I even equip it? I don't remember. That's not better than either of the things we already have. Okay. So now this to the right here is actually our path out, but there's still more loot down this way. And there's an encounter point that I just bypassed. I didn't even realize it. Okay. Get a whole bunch of loot in here, though. Like a shit ton of loot. 1975 gil, and now we do have an encounter point here against a lava worm. Now these guys can be a little bit annoying sometimes, but not too bad, I don't think. It's mostly just because I think they're like high HP for monster types in this area, but it still goes down fairly quickly. There we go, and that was guarding more gil. Always can use more gil because you know, we need more items, and stuff gets expensive. Not items, but magic. Magic gets super expensive, and we've still got a shit ton of magic to buy. Ooh, Horned Devil. This is a new one. These guys are weak to ice-type magic as well. They're a fire type, but they're also kind of weak on their own as well. It's basically a reskin of the Gargoyle. You know, it's not too bad. It's just a palette swap Gargoyle that is, you know, like specific to fire. So it's not too bad. They'll go down pretty quickly. I don't even need to speed it along by using magic, which is good because I'm running low. Granted, I do have a shit ton of ethers now, and that's kind of the big reason why I got them, so that I didn't have to worry about conserving magic as much, but I still want to, you know, not waste it if I can. And this guy should go down next turn. Yeah, he'll go down like on the first hit, provided it's Candle or Jack. Yep, there he goes. All right, and the last one here is a Phoenix down, which is good because I don't have too many of those. And I just ran straight into the encounter point against a fire elemental. I'm an idiot. I bypassed it on the way in. Why did I not bypass it on the way out? Oh, well, it happens. You know, shit happens. Okay, up we go, and if I can actually, there we go. All right. Can I please go more than a few steps before the next fight? Thank you. Okay. Now, down we go, and there is nothing on this level except for the stairs. You know, there's no loot. But we do have a lot of lava to make up for it. And the same here with this one as well. You know, there's no loot or anything, but there's a lot of lava. And here we'll go ahead and... you know what? I've got a shit ton of potions. Let's go ahead and use them. And let's go ahead and use a couple Aethers as well. There we go. All right, I think we're good. Go ahead and sort. And this one doesn't have anything either. There's just a bunch of different chambers. So you want to go south, and then west, and then south, and then it's a straight shot west, or at least it should be. Yep, there we go. This one, however, does have a few branching paths and a bunch of loot. Pretty much every single room you see has loot in it. And a ton of encounter points as well. Against not fire elementals this time, apparently a lava worm. And I wasn't quite expecting that, so yeah. But as you can see, you know, trying to take this on physical attacks rather than using magic, it's a little bit tougher. You know, it takes a little bit longer. Okay, we'll go ahead and get a gold needle. And we'll get some gil. Alright, and right down here we've got more stuff. We've got some gil. And then off this direction we've got a couple more treasure rooms. Actually, one more treasure room. With antidote, some gil, an ice brand, which is very useful. As a matter of fact, we'll go ahead and equip that now. Ice brand is another thing that, you know, it is highly effective against specific monsters. In this case, against fire type monsters because it's ice based. And over here we have an encounter point. Of course we do. Against a lava worm, which shouldn't be too bad. You know, now that we have the ice brand, it should be a little bit easier. Not too much, though. It'll still take this next turn. And there it goes. Alright, and we have some more gil. That's a decent amount. And we've got the flame shield, which protects against fire-based damage. So we'll go ahead and equip that as well. Yeah, and let's go ahead and use some items to heal up because we're looking a little bit down. There we go. And now we got to backtrack just a little bit. I'm not going to cut it out because it's not very far. But we need to take this southern path now. And it's right through here. We've got something here. I think I just stepped onto an encounter point. That's alright. It was against a lava worm, so it's not too bad. There we go. 10 gil. Oof, that's not even worth it. Alright, and over this way, we've got an empty chest which would have held the ice brand. Instead, we've got an encounter point. And 2,000 gil for our trouble. And a cottage. Cottages are very useful. Alright, another teensy little bit of backtracking, not worth cutting out. And we go south here. And this is the last dungeon, or last treasure of, not of the dungeon, but of this floor of the dungeon. We've got a fire lizard as well. These are new. They're basically just a fire variant of the lizard. So they're not too bad. But we do have another encounter point here as well. Now, I'm a little surprised we haven't encountered any yet, but there are also pyrolisks in this dungeon. I don't know if they're on the next couple floors or not, but they're basically a fire version of the cockatrice. And I'm going to go ahead and heal up a little bit. Now, the good news is we can deal with them now because we have Stona. And we have a couple gold needles, so it's not too bad. Now this floor, there are three chests on the right side of the floor, but they are all well, they're all the same gold needle. They're all duplicate chests, and we already picked it up. On the left side, there is only one chest, though. It's in here, and this is actually an encounter point against the fire lizard to get in here, but what I'm going to want to do here is save up before we actually go to this chest because there is another encounter point, and this one it would be good to have the worm killer for. Let's just say that. So if you remember all the way back to the very beginning of the game, the opening cinematic, it showed off a fight between the Red Dragon and the Warrior of Light. So this is kind of that fight personified. You know, this is like the only time in the game you fight like that cinematic. It really didn't have much to do with the game, but our reward is some flame mail, which we'll put that on Candle because that'll protect against fire-based magic. And let's deal with this red lizard again, this fire lizard again. Now we've got two choices of paths to go after the final goal of this dungeon, you know, go after the fiend, we can either take the fire gigas, kind of like the hill gigas, but a fire variety. So we can either take the lava tube and go south, or we can go back to the center and take kind of a diagonal path back. I always take the lava tube. It's a little bit quicker, and you don't have to deal with random battles while you're doing it. I am going to want to heal up soon, though, because Jack's looking a little bit rough. You know, Jack could probably use some potions. Gobble those down. All right, let's go ahead and items. There we go. Potion. Jack, thank you very much. All right. Oh, so close. So close to the lava. But we got a fire lizard, so that's not too bad to deal with. Come on. Fire lizard. There we go. All right, got to level up. And now it's just right down here. And then we got to go diagonal the rest of the way. But it's not too far. All right. And it's right in here. Let's go ahead and heal up again. There we go. I don't even think I need to use an ether or anything. Let's go ahead and save. Because we'll go up against the Fire Fiend now. So, you are the ones who defeated the Fiend of Earth and roused Merilith from her slumber. For some reason she talks about herself in the third person. I don't know why, but... The power of the burning flame is mine and mine alone. Those who would oppose me shall burn in hellfire. So now we gotta fight the Fire Fiend, who, for some reason, despite living in a volcano with a bunch of monsters who are weak to ice, is not herself weak to ice. No. Instead, she's weak to certain status effects, I believe. Specifically, like silence is a good one. I think sleep as well. So let's go ahead and attack. Let's do a temper. Let's do a null blaze, just to be on the safe side. And let's do a haste. See, he gets 4 hits for 41 damage. So yeah, she's not strong against fire magic either. She's not weak or strong against like any type of elemental magic. But she does wield fire magic herself. That's not too bad. Excuse me. Alright, let's go ahead and do another temper, this time on Jack. I have Vox, which cures silence. There we go. Let's go ahead and use silence. And this is like one of the few times I actually use status affecting spells on the enemies. It's usually not really worth it. It's usually more worth it to go for offensive spells and also like support spells rather than status stealing spells. And let's go ahead and use haste. There we go. All right. That's not too bad. But can silence work? Did it work? Did it work? Damn, it missed. Okay. We'll go ahead and try that again, just to be on the safe side. And you know what? We're going to use a Firaga against her. 300 damage on one hit. 184, that's not too bad. Firaga, and that does 91 damage. Our most powerful spell does 91 damage. Maybe she is strong against fire magic. There we go. See, we got her silenced now. We don't have to deal with her using magic anymore. So let's go ahead and use a Healera. And you know what? Let's go ahead and use a Blizzara. It's not going to be any stronger than Thundara against her, but what the fuck? Oh my god, Jack went down. I was not expecting that. Oh, Jack doesn't get any experience from this fight. No, I was going to heal him on the next turn. Oh, damn it. Damn you, Jack. Why did you have to go down? You lost out on 825 experience. Got 3,000 gil, though, so that's good. All right. Well, then. We are now roughly halfway through the game. I'd say about 3/8 to halfway through the game. But we've just opened up the Hellfire Chasm, which we haven't even been to yet. We don't even have that on our map yet. That's okay. It's up towards the northern continents. There's really no reason to go up there until you have the airship. We wouldn't have been able to access it anyways. But that's actually what we're going to be going after next, is getting the airship. This is the altar of fire from which the power of fire flows forth. Okay, let's go ahead and... Do I have items? Yeah. I have 1 Phoenix down. Let's go ahead and use that. I could have used life instead, but we'll use the Phoenix down. And, wait, what did I... Power Plus. I forgot I had that. Let's go ahead and give that to Candle. And let's go ahead and use Jack's magic. Just use Cura to heal everybody all the way up to full. Not that it really matters. Excuse me, I keep coughing. I don't know why. Anyways, let's warp out of here. And I'll see you guys when we get back to Crescent Lake. Ooh, we got an Ochu. That's new. And just a regular Hydra as well. But I'm still just doing physical attacks. It's gonna work. Might take a little while, but it'll work. And there we go. Boom. Come on, come on. The Ochus can be a little bit of a pain, but they're not as bad as like a Neochu or a Marlboro. I'm not even sure if we have a Marlboro in this game. I don't remember. But the Ochus are kind of the precursor to the Marlboro. And down it goes.